Welcome to Bella's Quiet Place, where stories don't whisper, they detonate. Today's tale unfolds 30,000 feet above the clouds, starting with a morning hame Tara Dalton wished would be gentle, boring, invisible. Instead, Flight 782 decided to serve chaos for breakfast, wrapped in crisp airline polyester and bad perfume. Tara slid into seat 2A, opened her novel, and braced for nothing. Peace lasted 3 breaths. Then Melissa Hart stormed down the aisle like a dictator late for her own parade. Senior air hostess, queen of complaints, a smile that could curdle milk. She planted herself in front of Tara with a glare so harsh it felt like an eviction notice. "You don't belong here," she snapped, loud enough to pull curious faces from across the cabin. Tara lifted her head slowly, blinking like someone adjusting to stupidity in bright sunlight. "My ticket disagrees." Melissa didn't check anything. She didn't need facts when she had prejudice dressed as authority. "This is first class. We verify people who stand out." The pause was intentional, heavy, sharp, ugly. Passengers stiffened, sensing the poison behind her words. Tara handed over her platinum pass. Melissa barely glanced. Fake, obviously. Then she reached up, grabbed Tara's bag, and dumped it into her lap with enough force to rattle bone and electronics. "Stand. Economy is down there. You'll fit better." Someone gasped. Someone muttered. Someone snickered. Tara rose, not in fear, but in a quiet storm of dignity, and asked the question Melissa deserved. "Is this happening because I'm black?" Melissa's smirk was instant. "You said it, not me." Tara felt the whole cabin freeze, every pair of eyes flicking between them as if watching a lit fuse burn toward dynamite. Before Melissa could spew more venom, the intercom crackled. The captain's voice rolled out, warm and proud. "We're honored to have one of our board members with us today, Miss Tara Dalton. Thank you for choosing our airline." The moment the name dropped, Melissa's face collapsed like a building losing its foundation. The woman who strutted moments ago suddenly looked as if gravity had quadrupled. Her jaw hung, her pupils shrank, and for a split second, she forgot how oxygen worked. The co-captain emerged from the cockpit, practically glowing, and walked straight to Tara. "Ms. Dalton, welcome aboard. I trust your boarding experience was flawless." Tara didn't even blink. Not even close. A wave of gasps washed through the cabin. Melissa stumbled forward, hands fluttering like faulty propellers. "Ms. Dalton, I didn't realize. I mean, you weren't." Tara raised one eyebrow, a gesture so sharp it could slice steel. "Why would my role matter?" Melissa's mouth opened, but no words arrived. Just panic. Pure, sweating panic. I made a mistake. I'm under pressure. The airline is short-staffed. The sun was in my eyes. Mercury is in retrograde." Her excuses tripped over each other like clowns falling out of a car. Passengers laughed under their breath. Someone whispered, "Should have checked the manifest, Sherlock." Tara simply said, "You humiliated me because you thought you could." Melissa's knees wobbled. "Please, don't let them fire me." If you're enjoying this chaos on Bella's Quiet Place, don't forget to like and subscribe. Melissa's voice cracked like thin ice as she staggered closer, hands trembling so violently she nearly dropped her own badge. The mighty air hostess who barked orders like a drill sergeant now looked like someone caught stealing donuts on camera. Guilty, terrified, and embarrassingly unprepared. "Miss Dalton, please. I've worked here 11 years," she whimpered. "I swear I didn't mean any harm." Tara tilted her head slowly, studying her the way a teacher studies a student who confidently wrote the wrong answer in permanent ink. "You meant every second of it," Tara replied softly, which somehow hit harder than shouting. "But now you've learned my name. Suddenly your manners woke up from hibernation." A man in 2C muttered, "She's only sorry because her job just passed away." The whole first-class section snorted. Even a flight attendant in the back paused mid-coffee pour to listen. Melissa's cheeks flamed crimson. I'll take training. I'll volunteer for extra flights. I'll clean the bathrooms." "Bold of you to assume you were good at your current job," someone whispered. Another passenger added, "She treats luggage better than she treated you." The cabin erupted in muffled laughter. Melissa spun around, horrified, as if the seats themselves were judging her. Tara didn't laugh. She didn't need to. Her calm presence alone felt like a courtroom. "Tell me something," Tara said, her voice low enough to silence the whole aisle. "If I weren't on the board, would you apologize to me right now?" Melissa's face crumpled like wet paper. "No," she whispered. "I wouldn't have." Tara nodded once, the kind of nod that seals fates. The gate agents were already waiting when Flight 782 touched down, their expressions tense and formal, as if they'd been briefed on a scandal before breakfast. Passengers lingered instead of grabbing their bags, eager to see how justice would land. Melissa tried to straighten her uniform, but her hands shook so violently she looked like she was ironing air. "Miss Dalton, please," she whispered one last time, her voice shredded from begging. Tara stood, unhurried, every step carrying the kind of poise that made people move out of her way without thinking. She didn't glare. She didn't gloat. She simply existed with a dignity Melissa couldn't even pronounce. HR approached. "Miss Hart, we need to speak with you." Melissa's breath hitched, panic clawing up her throat. I can explain. "We've already reviewed the cabin reports," one of them replied. Another held out a small envelope. "Please surrender your badge." The sound that escaped Melissa was somewhere between a gasp and a sob, the noise of a reality collapsing. Her badge slipped from her fingers, clinking softly against the floor, a tiny sound with enormous weight. She fell to her knees, mascara streaking down her cheeks, pleading to anyone who would listen. "Please, I can change. I didn't mean to hurt her. I'll do anything." Tara paused beside her, not out of cruelty, but finality. "I hope you learn to treat people better than this," she said. But accountability was long overdue. Then Tara walked away, calm as sunrise, while whispers of admiration followed her up the jet bridge. If you're enjoying this story on Bella's Quiet Place, make sure you like and subscribe for more jaw-dropping episodes. Thank you for flying with us today, and stay tuned for the next one.